Hello everybody. We're joining you today from beautiful Fox Chase, Philadelphia actually. And I placed a big emphasis on just making the video in nature. Nature isn't too abundant in these industrial parts here in Philadelphia, but there's this Fox Chase farm, which is a nice park, which we're sitting on a bench right now making this video. And I'll just be just shooting shots of nature. Maybe we'll have some creatures or animals join us. I got a big creature or animal to my right here. This gentleman. We'll talk to him in a little bit. But the first thing I wanted to address is the topic of this overall video, which is fear and love. And that's kind of going to be the premise of a lot of my videos. But why the emphasis on fear and love? Well, the first task at hand here, the first thing we're going to address is the Illuminati. I think, is that what they call it? Yeah.
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati, the Illuminati, the Illuminated Ones. Okay, I've also heard this group referred to as Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, Bilderbergers, Club of Rome, Skull and Bones, many other things. And they're trying to get everyone to live in fear right now. So, away from all that nonsense, my main message is we're just trying to get back to living in love, obeying the one true law of the universe, which is essentially love your neighbor or your brother as yourself. And that's all we're about respecting here. And it's truly about living in love. I think for all the so-called truthers out there and whatnot, for everyone who wants to understand what I'm talking about in the peaceful revolution, I found he's basically the leader of the Australian truth movement, but he comes from a place of love. And his name is Maxwell Eigen. You can search for him on YouTube. Max I-G-A-N. That's Maxwell Eigen. Max Eigen. Okay? And you can check him out. And he has a lot to say what I'm saying. So, big breath here. So we're talking about living in love, and where I'm coming from is basically Zen philosophy. Now, this isn't Buddhism at all. Some of the really enlightened bodhisattvas said, burn the sutras, burn all the dogmas. Anything written down is just a way for man to attempt to defy it. Once man's given a list of rules, all he's going to do is think up of ways to defeat those rules. So, a topic area that I wanted to address, let's call them the Illuminati, because that is a pretty legitimate claim, folks, that these people actually exist. Look into Adam Weishaupt. Also, a good recommendation for a great book to read on this subject is called Pawns in the Game, like pawns in the game of chess. That's called Pawns in the Game. Okay, but what they do is, and this is what I'm going to talk about, is they use diversion tactics. This is where all this racism comes from. This is where sports in general comes from. This is why everyone's watching reality TV shows and everyone's picking favorites and things they like and dislike, and even good and bad in general, having to categorize everything. It really takes us out of the now moment, makes us really judgmental and all that. So I'm going to encourage everyone to kind of take a step back from all those judgments. What we really want to do is get back to nature. For anyone living in a city or close to a city, we've been extremely uprooted from our natural roots in Mother Nature. And we've been urbanized. And a big part of the agenda is industrialization and moving everyone into the cities. So what I'm suggesting is a holistic approach. Maybe getting off the grid, turning off your cell phone, aka tracking device. Like they said, in the future, all the elite, the puppet masters, if you will make it cool. Will make people's tracking devices cool. Does that ring a bell with anyone? Is your tracking device cool? Are you attached to your cell phone? A big thing in this so-called consciousness ascension, because what I'm proposing is a peaceful revolution through information, non-violence, non-compliance to the system, exposure of the system, shedding light on the dark, shedding light on the shadow, because when humanity comes together and collectively sheds light on that shadow, it will disappear, and that's all we really need to do is just continue to spread this information. So, something I really think that everyone needs to do on their own is change their diet, because in America we're eating poison. People who don't really care what they're eating and don't understand that you are what you eat. Let me repeat that a couple of times. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Okay? And you truly are. This is not just something that we've been told. This is what it's really about. I mean, that should be a commandment right there. People to truly understand that principle. Because you wouldn't, if you could really internalize yourself, you wouldn't treat your body like this. If you understood what's going on in our food system right now, you wouldn't treat your body like this. Look into genetically modified foods. Look into a company by the name of Monsanto. And what you'll find is that basically since 1995, the American food system has been poisoned. It's been undergoing tests by the agenda setters, by the globalists, the internationalists, the gangsters. Okay? Also, everyone's so obsessed with cooking your food. Maybe try eating it raw, like a nice salad with tons of vegetables. Eat lots of fruit. Get back to eating live food. Live food equals live bodies. Dead food equals dead bodies. And when you're eating, bless your food. Give thanks to the source. Love your food. It really is important. So, what we're saying is, get back to eating organic, raw food. Quit cooking everything. A vegetable doesn't have to taste good. It doesn't have to be cooked. Okay? It has to be organic, too, because the conventional stuff just isn't cutting it. All those are being irradiated and sprayed with herbicides and pesticides. So, remember, organic and raw living food. Non-processed. Anything you're getting... anything you're really buying bagged, it's pretty much stripped. Anything you're buying processed, like your chips or anything, pretty much stripped in nutritional content. Most people really aren't getting any nutrients, and it can really tell when you take a good look at our society. So I just wanted to touch on that. That's why you'll see me make a lot of organic cooking. It's not cooking, though. Preparing salads and different things. I love if anyone can share recipes with me, and I love to share different ideas that I've come up with or read about with people. And why is this so important? What I tried to mention before is it's your consciousness evolution. That's what this is all about. Is I think that these people, these dark occultists that are controlling the world right now, so to speak, are trying to prevent an evolution in consciousness. They're trying to get everyone to live in fear. And all we simply need to do is to live in love and to realize the true oneness principle, that we all are one. We are all one universon. You are the universe. The universe is in you in every single one of your cells in your body. Your brain is basically a replication of the universe. Okay? And that stuff can all be proven. Like the structure of your brain, the mapping out of your brain has like the same structure as our cosmos. Not universe, our cosmos. And we really need to understand how much the universe is inside of us. The power of miracles. I think miracles get done every single day. Totally. Realize the synchronicities in life. Start living in the now moment. Forget about your memories. Put your memories away. Put the past away. The past is just memories. The future is just an illusion. It's just expectations. And expectations are essentially only going to disappoint you. And I don't mean to, I hope I'm not lecturing here, folks. I'm just trying to give some advice to people who are trying to get on this path, so to speak. Because I'm on the path myself, and as I try to navigate through and through, I love when people can help me out, and I love to give them props, and I absolutely love to help others out. So, another thing in this personal consciousness evolution I talked about is getting away from drinking alcohol. Getting away from doing anything that is consciousness degrading, like smoking cigarettes, like drinking alcohol, like doing prescription pharmaceutical drugs. I'm sure maybe I'll do a video on that. Everyone should look into the corruption in our pharmaceutical industry and how they've just basically completely control our country. I mean, our whole economy is based on the success of our military and the pharmaceutical industry, and completely controlled by both. Okay? But my friend Joe here is going to talk to us about his experiences with alcohol. Since he's met me a little bit, what I've said, and his overall, he went out and got wasted, shit-faced, if you will, last night, and he's not feeling, he hasn't had such a great day today. He's just going to talk to you maybe about that experience and his just future experience, and that. So yeah, Joe.
Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Green. I just wanted to fill you guys in on the effects of alcohol since I've met Doug and the awareness that he's given me. You know, we live in a society right now where all we see on television is people getting drunk. This is the in thing to do right now. To be honest, what they don't tell you is the negative effects. I mean, they tell you about the negative effects physically and medically, but they don't tell you the negative effects spiritually. I notice when I drink,
Very good point.
I feel very ugly.
Mm.
It brings my self-consciousness down, along with countless other things.
Your self-awareness.
Self-esteem, all that.
Yeah.
It just drops.
Yeah, your outlook on yourself. Yeah,
And
your morals, maybe your decision making. I quite find often, like I'll eat junk food when I get after a night of drinking, or what? Yeah, start to crave that junk when I don't normally.
I mean, I'm sitting here today. I'm tired. Cranky.
Lethargic.
Bloated beyond belief. I don't like that feeling.
No.
Especially because I like to work out a lot.
Sure.
I'm a very health conscious person when it comes to that. I believe that you should be in tip-top shape. And
yeah, I mean this guy's got big arms, folks. This guy's in shape. He's a muscular guy. You don't want to see him on the corners of Northeast Philly here. How's it going?
And the basis of this is, you know, I'm not a tough guy. I just like to work out. That's all it's about. And stay away from alcohol. Alcohol is the enemy.
Right.
The ancient Indians, they used to call it vodka. They used to call it firewater. Now they call it that for a reason.
I get that.
And the reason being, when white European settlers used to drink it, they used to become enraged. And they used to start slaughtering Indians in numbers. So, just a little history to throw in the mix there for you guys.
Alrighty.
So, that's all for me today.
Alrighty. Hey, maybe we'll catch up with Joe some other time. Joe and I attended college together. He's got another semester left. I think what Joe and I have talked a lot about is the military. And I'm not going to really talk about that today, but I've had an influence on Joe's decision making, whether he's going to join up with the troops upon graduation in an officer position. As you see, Joe's got his head shaved. And Joe, you can just show that in my hair, if you will. That that I'm gonna turn it around the other way. Yeah, see that? That I don't. You know, I wear my hair out for peace. It really is anti-military.
He has golden locks there.
I mean, and that's why I have hair. That's really is. It's completely anti-military. It's to spread that, and people know that. I mean, that's what the hippies did it. I mean, that's all creative culture. You know, that 1960s stuff. We won't be going on that today either. But it is anti-military, and that's a message I'm trying to spread. I mean, look at YouTube, look at Facebook, all this stuff. Venues that I use because they are very positive and constructive right now, but they're owned by the military-industrial complex, as basically this whole country is. So you might want to be careful. I mean, I know they're looking at this. I mean, just for I can't even upload videos straight from my phone now. I mean, I don't even make videos like that. But I guess my name's FU Bilderberg, and I've been on there trying to, expose and stuff and talking about all different types of stuff with people. So I guess they catch on to you. I don't know. I've had people hack my computer on completely safe sites and all different types of random stuff. Shills email me, telling me F you and all types of, I mean, I'm sure anyone watching this video, anyone involved in this stuff has gone through very similar things, and I'm just trying to put it out there that, I am too, and a big thing we need is free internet, or at least to be as active as we can while the internet is still up. And don't take the internet for granted, because it's working against them. They use it as a tool to track all our data, but it's working against them right now. I mean, there's a huge consciousness evolution on the internet, and we just got to keep spreading that, So, peaceful revolution, informational sharing, stepping off the grid, not supporting the system, not supporting corporate banks, not supporting corporations, buying local, supporting middle America, supporting your local businesses. I mean, there's so many different venues. Growing your own food, drinking from your own well water, drinking clean water, folks, drinking a clean water source, making sure, you're not getting fluoride in your water. I mean, all the bottled water, if you're drinking a bottle of water right now, if you're drinking bottled water, I mean, it's got fluoride in it, and that's an attack on your pineal gland, your awareness, your out of the box thinking, your creativity, your connection with right brain thinking. And, it's truly you being out of the box, you getting into your higher senses, heightened awareness, heightened perceptions, you realizing who you truly are. There's a war on that right now, because it really is simple. Once we realize these things, I mean, that's all it takes, and then we're completely freed from everything. So we just got to keep evolving, This really is a war on energy, is all this is. People trying to get you to live in fear. That's all the media is doing right now. And I'm encouraging just to get back to living in love, true love, love unconditionally to everyone. Generate love out of your heart chakras just for the sake of doing it. Get in touch with who you are. Exercise. I mean, this is just my advice to humanity, because a lot of people have given me advice, and I'm trying to give back to that. I mean, get back in this beautiful nature here. I mean, the wisdom is in the trees. Okay? So, just looking at my agenda here. Put that on. See it, say the now. Living in the now, like I talk about. Love. Peaceful revolution. Last thing, the Yin Yang. Okay? And this is also a book, folks, that I'm reading. I recommend Deepak Chopra, everyone checking him out. And it's 20 spiritual lessons for creating the life you want. The Way of the Wizard. We'll talk more about that some other time. But with the Yin and the Yang, okay, as we're pursuing evolution or enlightenment, it's pretty much the same thing right now. I mean, it's consciousness evolution, okay, pursuing enlightenment. Talking about one side of the, let's call it the yin. The yin being the mind of the child. Get back to knowing your inner child. Get out to playing, having fun, laughing, following your highest excitement, doing whatever you want, whatever you crave. Get away from all these created needs and all the trash in your life. Stop creating needs like you have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to take care of you. Of course you have to take care of kids. We know you have responsibilities, but don't let that control your life. Okay? You need to put that stuff on hold. Get back to knowing your inner child. Talk to your inner child. You know, we're born enlightened. Then we're as babies, and then we're conditioned into society to be drones and robots of the system. Okay? So you have this one side of the enlightened mind being that. The other side of the enlightened mind, okay, is strict discipline. Not discipline in the sense of, strict, rigor, religious discipline, but discipline in the sense of balance, in the sense of not overindulging, of understanding who you truly are, because this stuff takes. It takes discipline to change your diet. It takes discipline to change your way of life. It takes discipline to get out of the inner cities. It takes discipline to turn off your cell phone. It takes discipline to dump a fake lover and get with someone who you resonate more with, who you have more in common with, who you have more of a future with. Throw the trash out in your life. Move on. Move towards the positive. Walk towards the positive in life. Start following your path in life. Follow your dharma. Follow your path to enlightenment. Okay? And you need discipline for all this. And we'll talk more about that stuff later. But in between these two trees, let's say this is the yin and that's the yang. This is the mind of the child and that's the strict discipline. There is that middle way right there, that middle passage. And this is the way to enlightenment. This is the way to live. This is the way to live in balance. It's all about balance and in love. Living in that true love vibration. Living in that middle way between strict discipline, yogic, academic, intellectual, diet, and play. Just in a complete state of play. Pursuing your highest excitement. Taking that vacation. Following your dreams. Living in the now. Okay? And I wish true peace to everyone. True peace and love to everyone. Get back to nature. Turn off the televisions. It's just mind control. Okay? So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get on with my night here. But I guess I've rambled on in this video for long enough. Later, all.